Now, this is a CBS17 Storm Team alert.
I've been waiting for some snow all winter long.
I saw the signs on the highway that said winter storm warning.
You can see behind me the snow is falling and it is already sticking to the ground.
I was supposed to catch a flight, but then that flight was canceled, and then they gave me another flight. It was canceled.
You can see that car just behind us here. This accident involved several vehicles.
Traffic is completely backed up for miles. I mean, there are people outside of the vehicles.
It is still a Storm Team alert day for the CBS17 viewing area, and we have crews all over tonight to bring you the latest on the snow.
But first, let's get right to Storm Team Chief Meteorologist Wes Hohenstein to find out just how cold it's going to get overnight. Wes.
Yeah, that's about to be our biggest concern, but we waited 14 months and we finally got snow this winter. And it accumulated to more than 1 to 3 inches across central North Carolina. And while the system is starting to move out and some of us are starting to dry out, there is still some snow falling, especially across parts of Wake County. Heavy at times in a few spots, and then it'll lighten up. A few more bands still left to come through. And despite the green you're seeing on the radar behind me, it remains all snow tonight for all of central North Carolina. It's at its heaviest right now east of the Triangle along the I-95 corridor out toward Wilson and Rocky Mount up toward Roanoke Rapids. Remember, this is the area that we had talked about all along. It's seen the most snow by the time it's all said and done. But it's obvious there's a lot less on the radar now than there's been at any point during the day today. But this back end of snow also symbolizes the drier and colder air. And that colder air could result in some problems tomorrow. But as we look live around town in some places where we can still see the snow falling, you can see the roads remain mainly wet as we look live on Salem Street and Apex. Snow accumulating on the trees, on the power poles and power lines, and in grassy and mulchy areas. Temperatures continue to hold around freezing, but the wind chills are in the 20s. Looking at the main thoroughfares, this is the live look from our CBS17 camera here in North Raleigh. This is 440 east and westbound. Looking good there with just wet roads. Off to the side, again, is where the snow accumulated. So from snow to temperatures, it's not warm outside, but it's around freezing in most spots. Remember, the roads still very warm, but what happens when these temperatures drop even more by morning? We could see a few patches of ice. So if you do have to head out early tomorrow, and I know there's been lots of business and school changes tomorrow, but if you are headed out early, temperatures will be in the mid to upper 20s. Wind chills will be in the teens. The precipitation will have stopped and clouds will be clearing out, but those cold temperatures could turn some of the wet, slushy roads to a few isolated slick spots. And guess what? It gets even colder by Saturday morning, maybe coldest of the season. I'll show you what that's going to feel like and when 60s return in just a few minutes.
Now, this is a CBS17 Storm Team alert.
The CBS17 Storm Team has been out and about all day, and we're still tracking the winter weather tonight.
Let's go first to our Amy Cutler. And Amy, you've been all over the metro tonight in the CBS17 Chevy Weather Beast.
Yeah, we have certainly been making the rounds, Angela and Marius. Let's take you live outside right now. This is Sunnybrook Road here in Raleigh, and you can certainly see that the snow has come down and continues to fall at this hour. At this point, the roads are in pretty decent condition, but that will not be the case overnight as the temperatures drop and things get slick and slippery. It started with a wet, slushy snow covering cars, grass, and trees. It continued into the night.
It's hard to drive in, I'm not even gonna lie. There's a lot going on, vision impaired a little bit. I got my heaters on, trying to defog my windows.
I caught up with Breon Sturtebad as he prepared to brave the cold to head into the grocery store to stock up. He admits he's a little behind.
Usually when we're in this area, we don't get this much snow. It's usually maybe like a couple inches, not this much, but it's coming down real thick and real hard.
I came from Wake Med and East Raleigh just now. They're slushy, but the roads are, I think they're fine. If you drive cautiously and a little bit slower.
There were several car accidents around the Triangle. On the eastbound side of I-40, at least 2 cars collided. Fire officials on scene say 1 person suffered minor injuries. Then on Southeast Cary Parkway, a pickup truck went off the road and into a tree. Police on scene say the driver will be charged with DWI. Then on Woodland Road in Garner, large tree branches brought down power lines. We also spotted plow trucks out working to keep water on the roads from freezing overnight. I noticed you're in shorts.
I am.
Tell me a little about that.
We just got spray tans, so it was the natural go-to.
So it sounds like you're taking definite precautions ahead of the snowstorm, right?
We had to get tan before the snow came.
Yeah, we certainly met some interesting characters out and about. Those were some NC State students we had the chance to talk to. Now you can see a live look out here that not many people are on the road, so that's the good news. People appear to be heeding the warnings, at least for now. We're going to continue to drive around. We'll keep you posted. Angela, Marius?
All right, Amy, thank you. Wake County schools and Durham Public Schools are both closed tomorrow, while Cumberland County on a 2-hour delay.
And besides schools, a lot of cities and government offices are opening late tomorrow. You can see all the closings and delays scrolling at the bottom of your screen. You can also keep up with the list by using the CBS17 news and weather apps. They are free and you can find them in your app store.
The winter weather is impacting RDU tonight. This is video from earlier when crews were actually out de-icing those planes.
CBS17 was the first to push alert about the Southwest Airlines diverting planes from Raleigh to Baltimore. CBS17's Michael Hyland has more from the airport tonight.
With flights still scheduled to come in after midnight, crews are working in 12-hour shifts trying to keep the runways open to get as many of those flights here as they can. We saw a little over 20 flights get canceled here today and several more delays as well. We have some video we want to show you of some of the crews here working to de-ice the planes to help them get back out of RDU this afternoon. We talked to one woman named Kelly Cruz who came here from Mebane. She's been trying to get to Pennsylvania. She was at the airport for several hours today trying to get out of here. Here's a little bit about her experience.
I was supposed to catch a flight, but then that flight was canceled, and then they gave me another flight. It was canceled. Then they gave me another flight, so hopefully the next one won't be canceled due to the weather and everything.
Hopefully third time is a charm.
It better be, because I'm tired of being at the airport.
RDU officials say crews will continue working to be ready for flights that are scheduled to go out of here early Friday morning. At RDU, Michael Hyland, CBS 17 News.
Michael, thank you. Now, during the news at 5 and 6, we brought you live pictures of a crash on I-95 in Robinson County.
The crash backed up traffic for miles.
I had to stop and leave gas to catch my breath because it was, I just would imagine it was probably something fatal because I'm a nurse and I'm familiar with things of that sort, and my heart completely just dropped.
Now we're working to find out if anyone was hurt in the crash. We talked to a driver who was coming south from Fayetteville headed to Lumberton. She says an 18-wheeler on a concrete median, an engine was in the road, and a white car was demolished.
Our Colleen Quigley sent us this video heading back to Raleigh tonight from Rocky Mount on Highway 64. The traffic is moving, but you can see snow and slush all over the roads. As the temperature drops and that freezes, it will become slick and dangerous for drivers.
And Highway Patrol and police being kept busy because of crashes. Our crew spotted this crash eastbound I-40 during the rush hour. We're told it involved a few cars. One person went to the hospital to be checked out.
I do believe it's going to snow. It's been gray. It's been gray the past couple of days, and today's been the grayest day we've had. I believe people are preparing.
Yeah, the wait for snow is over in Nash County.
CBS 17's Bridget Chapman live tonight in Rocky Mount. Hey there, Bridget.
Hey there. Yeah, you can see it's snowing right now. It has been all evening. It's accumulated quite a bit. If you can see right here on this table how much snow I was able to get off. And today we spoke to some people who just made the best out of it. 10-year-old Evan is making the most out of the snow coming down in Rocky Mount.
That's pretty good.
He wasn't the only one out sliding around. As more flakes fell, people with umbrellas scurried to their cars.
It's been gray. It's been gray the past couple of days, and today's been the grayest day we've had.
Many Rocky Mount businesses closed their doors early. One spot that stayed open was Rocky Mount Mills and the several breweries there, like Hopfly Brewing Company.
Oh, we love it.
These men from Georgia took advantage of their snowy work trip.
We're having a good time.
Even using the snow to keep their beers cold. Some people we spoke to preferred to enjoy the snowstorm from a different place.
Stay in the house. Stay inside. Stay in the house.
Rocky Mount police say if you are out on the roads, plan ahead, drive slower than usual, allow distance between you and the car in front of you, make sure your equipment is in good working order, clean all windows of ice and snow, and buckle up. If the slippery roadways cause you to lose control, slow down and turn into your skid. Above all, stay off the roads if you can and be kind to other drivers.
Take your time, don't panic. You know, drive easy, be polite. This is the time of the year to be extra polite on the road when it's slippery.
Good advice right there, and it is slick out there. It's still coming down. If you look down here, you can see it's slushy. So if you're out on those roads, be sure to be safe. Live in Rocky Mount, Bridget Chapman, CBS 17 News.
Bridget, thank you so much. Durham also hard hit with the snow today.
CBS 17's Crystal Price live on Fayetteville Street near Highway 54. Crystal, how does it look out there tonight?
Well, as you can see, the snow is still coming down, and take a look. It is a very slushy type of snow, and it's covered this entire grassy area. Now take a look over here at the roadway. We're over here on Fayetteville Road. It doesn't appear to be slick. People are getting through just fine, but not everyone is happy about the snow. Some people at McDougall Terrace are concerned about having to use their new heaters.
Tonight, the snow blankets several areas of Durham.
It feels good. I love to see the snow.
Creating slushy roads and highways and closing school for tomorrow.
I like the snow. I would like to see more.
But over at McDougall Terrace,
I don't want no snow in this situation right now, I'm gonna be honest.
Ashley Slation says she's not looking forward to tonight's cold snap.
Isaiah, Naja.
The mother of 5 recently moved back in after she and more than 300 other families evacuated last month due to problems with carbon monoxide. All the families got new heaters, but tonight she says she's having problems with hers.
I mean, it works for a little while and then it cut off. And it shouldn't be like that.
She says it doesn't heat her whole apartment like it should.
Just scared if it's snow, I just want to stay warm for me and my children.
Even though her apartment was inspected and the Durham Housing Authority says there are no more carbon monoxide problems, she says she's still concerned it may not all be gone.
We have kids and we don't want nothing bad to happen. I don't want to be poisoned still. Stuff still need to be fixed in here, so I don't know.
And by the end of the week, at least 16 more families are expected to move back to McDougall Terrace. Reporting live in Durham, Crystal Price, CBS 17 News.
Crystal, thank you. Take a look at this video from Wendell, sent to us by a viewer, Kelsey Rose, tonight. Can you see the deer in the yard?
Yes.
Isn't that such a beautiful sight?
Look at that.
I love it. Don't forget, you can share your snow pictures and video with us. Email it to sendit@cbs17.com, or do like Kelsey did, tag us on any of our social media platforms. We love seeing them, and we love being able to share them.
And we're not done yet. All the wet stuff on the ground is going to freeze overnight. Laura, Bill, Felicia, and Paul will all be here in the morning, starting a half hour early at 4 a.m. But Wes is here right now to tell us what we can expect tonight.
Still a little bit of snow out there tonight, and as the snow exits overnight, the clouds will be right behind it. And with clear skies, these temperatures that are around freezing now will drop into the 20s. I'll tell you exactly how cold it's going to be and what that does to our roads coming up when the news returns.
They suddenly left home almost 2 months ago. Next at 11, how many Fort Bragg troops are on their way home?
Winter weather update brought to you by Carolina Restoration Services, the experts in fire and water damage cleanup.